Good evening. Tonight I'm going to show you how to use the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives to use base 10 blocks to subtract. As you can see, we have 4 columns. This is the thousand, this is the hundreds, this is the tens, and this is the ones. If we wanted to shrink it to 3 columns, we would go down here and simply hit the down button and it'll give us 3 columns. Now this is hundreds, this is tens, and this is ones. We're going to use 1000, and so we're going to use the blue blocks as our menu end, which is the top, and the red blocks, which are the subtrib end, on the bottom. Let's begin. I'm going to subtract 1000, 200, 23 from, now we hit the red blocks, 1,155. Now, as you can see, we have 3 on the top and 5 on the bottom. So now we need to regroup, or we need to look over to the tens column. If we simply drag over the tens to the singles or the ones, now we have 10 extra singles. And we are going to subtract these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all we do is simply drag the blues and place it over a red. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. So now we're going to do the tens column. So we have 5 on the bottom, but only 1 on top. So that means we have to regroup again. So we're going to look to our hundreds column. We're going to bring this over here. So the 100 block gives us 10 blocks. And again, the same thing we did over in here. We're going to simply place the blue blocks over the red blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so now all we have to do is simply subtract 100 from 100, that equals 0, and 1000 from 1000, which equals 0 as well. So we are left with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60, and then singles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 68 is what we're left with. So since we're working with beginners with addition, we should just use the base 10 blocks. Base 5 blocks could be with proportions, but since we're just using base 10 blocks for beginners, just stay on base 10. But we also can use decimal places if we wanted to. So if we wanted to add decimals, we can add the tenths, the hundredths, or 1000ths place, and the blocks would go like that. So we have 1000 equals 1, 100 equals a tenth, the 10th spot equals 100th, and then the single would equal 1000th. So thank you for watching my video on base 10 blocks.